welcome to the Perfume Realm. My name is Manahel and today's video is going to be a comparison review. The reason I'm doing a comparison style review is because I feel like comparing a fragrance against another really helps give me a point of reference where I can pick out the nuances and hopefully make them more apparent to you as well. But before we get started, I just wanted to say, if you are interested in joining the realm, I highly suggest clicking the subscribe button as well as hitting the bell notification so you can stay up to date on everything that is happening here. Now let's jump into it. All of the fragrances that I'm going to be reviewing today are going to be new to my collection, and the first one that I'm going to be doing in the comparison review is Scandal by Night by Jean Paul Gaultier. So I'm going to be comparing this against the original Scandal, which I've had for some time now. And let's dive into the details about this first. So this one is a beautiful, sweet, fruity, gourmand type scent, really in line with what's been popular nowadays. And it has citrus in the beginning that is combined with the honey, and eventually I get a very, very strong cherry scent as well. So it really does have that kind of fruity touch as well as the honey. So both of these Scandal fragrances, this one by Night is the flanker to the original. Both of them carry a very similar DNA. They have the honey note that really characterizes the Scandal line, and this one has the honey in it. However, Scandal by Night, I feel, offsets that extreme sweet, almost sour honey by adding this kind of citrus to it, as well as a cherry note. I pick up on a very, very strong cherry note. Now, I was led to believe by the title Scandal by Night that this one would be more scandalous, more, dark and brooding, but surprisingly, that is not the case. To me, Scandal by Night is a lot easier to take in when compared to Scandal. The honey in this is very sweet, definitely, but it is offset with citrus and cherry, and it really helps kind of make it a little bit easier on the nose. There's also sandalwood in here. Everything is very creamy, everything is really well rounded, and that's awesome. It's a really good scent. It's a nice fruity floral scent, very typical of what's popular right now, what's on trend. So like I said, very likable. However, I personally enjoy the original Scandal more because to me the honey note, which is so piercing and so unique and edgy and overpowering and overwhelming, I feel like that honey note is really what makes Scandal Scandal. Like I said, the DNA of both have the honey in it, but this one doesn't have anything to really help ease the honey into your nose, into your senses. This one has bitter blood orange, and that bitter blood orange with the honey note really creates this kind of dissonance, which I love. I think it really makes this one scandalous. There's also patchouli in this one, licorice. This one was really not meant to be this kind of easy peasy goody type of a scent, hence the name Scandal, and I really like that. I like the edginess. I like that the honey is so sweet that it almost goes sour, but not really. I just think that there's something very, very vibrant about it, something that makes it stand out against all of the very fruity, sweet floral scents that are on the market today. So this one to me stands out. However, I feel like most people would actually prefer Scandal by Night because, like I said, the honey note is a lot easier to take in, and I totally understand because that one is also a beautiful scent. And honey that sweet is truly, a challenge for some people, and I totally understand. So Scandal by Night is a win for me. I love it, but I will still have to say that I prefer the original Scandal over this one. The next two fragrances that I'm going to be comparing are Safanad and Delina exclusive from Parfums de Marly. Now, hold your horses. I know you guys are going to be like, Safanad and Delina Exclusive are completely different fragrances, and you're 100% right. However, these are the only two that I currently own that are from the same house, and I really wanted to point out the features that the house really is known for. And to me, that is a certain level of density and creaminess. Now, you guys know that Delina Exclusive is my signature scent for life, that I am obsessed with it, and that I find it to be very, very rich and creamy and smooth and just absolutely wonderful. Very dense, definitely. And Safanad has the exact same type of texture as Delina Exclusive has, that really, really thick, creamy, smooth, luxurious scent that Delina Exclusive has. This one has that as well, but this is a white floral fragrance, and although it is not groundbreaking, although it is not super duper unique in my collection, this one is definitely the superstar, and it is because of the quality and thickness of the actual juice that just makes it so, so, so nice to me. To me, it really, really screams luxury, luxurious, thick white florals, and I love that. I love that when I'm paying for this, I know I am paying for something that will give me the entire experience, that will make it worth every single penny. And it's beautiful. There's also pear in here, which is just a really, really nice touch. It adds this kind of sweetness that takes away from the kind of indolic nature that white florals often have. I don't have any problem with indol, but in this, I feel like it would have ruined the scent. So the white florals are pretty true to what they are. However, the pear does offset that kind of indolic vibe that you might pick up on. So this is beautiful and creamy, and I'm really happy to have it because I love white florals, and I wanted something that would just be the peak of white floral fragrances, and that was definitely what Safanad did. I love it. To me, Safanad gives me a little bit of Sea Fiori vibes as well as Terracotta from Guerlain vibes, and the reason is because Sea Fiori also has this really sweet, milky kind of a texture to it, which is in here. This one eventually just really sticks to the florals, whereas Sea Fury definitely has more fruitiness going on, but I pick up on a little bit of similarities in the beginning, and also Terracotta minus the coconut. I mean, Terracotta compared to this feels like a very transparent fragrance, and that's fine because it's perfect for the summertime, and I don't know if I would just wear Safanad out during the summer heat, but it does have a similarity when it comes to the jasmine. I think the jasmine in Terracotta, when you take away the coconut and all of the kind of exotic elements, just taking the jasmine, that maybe compared with what you know about Sea Fiori is kind of what you have in this bottle, to me at least. So I hope that kind of gives, again, a little point of reference for you guys. But basically, the reason that I wanted to bring both of these to the table is because I think that Parfums de Marly is really all about the quality. It's about the quality, it's about doing a certain fragrance and just doing it right. It really isn't about making a splash, it's about being incredible, and I think that they do a really good job with that. Okay, the next two fragrances that I'm going to be comparing are not from the same house. However, they do fall in the same category, and they're also brand new in my collection. So the first one is Narcisco Rodriguez, and this is the Rouge version, and this is Modern Muse Le Rouge Gloss from Estee Lauder. So both of these really aim to kind of nail the whole cosmetic, lipstick, powdery type of scent that is very, very well loved. Many companies have done this kind of scent before. There is lipstick rose. I know that Replica has lipstick on. So this is a category that has been around for a while, and all sorts of different houses have tried to tackle it. And I'm going to be talking about these two, which happen to be rather affordable. This one has the musk in it, it has rose in it, it is very powdery, but it does evoke that type of cosmetic scent, kind of a high-end cosmetic scent, and I think it does a really, really nice job. It is quite pretty and easy to wear, and I think it's actually a great everyday type of a fragrance. Now, Modern Muse Le Rouge Gloss, this one is interesting. It has vinyl in it, it has leather in it, it has cherry. It's so interesting. It really does give you a vinyl scent. Like when you smell this, you are going to pick up on it. It has a retro type of vibe to it as well. I think that the cherry and the vinyl are such a unique addition to the whole lipstick kind of fad, because I think that it adds a little bit more fun, a little bit more of personality to it. It's not just any type of lipstick. It is a woman wearing a bright red lip and leather and being under neon lights. There is a little bit of an edge to this one. So Modern Muse Le Rouge Gloss, and also Narcisco Rodriguez, the little rouge cube over here. Both of them are really nice. And last but certainly not least, we have La Nuit and La Nuit à la Folie over here from Lancome. So I used to really, really like Lancome's La Nuit. I found it to be a really nice scent when you want to go out, when you don't want to be overly sophisticated, when you don't really want to be a goody goody for the night. But still feminine, still very intriguing. But then along came À la Folie. Now, I actually bought this really after hearing Takara talk about this a lot. She is a YouTuber here on YouTube, and she also talks about fragrances, and I will link her down below in my description. But I saw her talking about this, and she made it sound so wonderful, so I knew I had to pick it up. And when I did, I sprayed La Nuit on one arm and this one, À la Folie, on the other arm, and I could not bear the original. When I was smelling this one, it wasn't even like, oh, I preferred this one. The original just smelled so cheap to me. It smelled cheap and like unrefined and sharp, and this one is just so creamy. It has the same DNA, but this one is creamy and a little bit more indulgent, a little bit more gourmand. Actually, the peppery note kind of steps back a little bit, and there's just a really nice kind of vanilla, caramel, smooth, yummy thing going on, and it made the other one just kind of unbearable. But when I'm comparing the two side by side, this is the one that wins, and the other one is just, I can't stand it at that point. But I do think that they are both great fragrances. All right, you guys, well, this is the end of the video. I really hope you enjoyed this kind of style of review with the comparisons. If you did enjoy this format in particular, please let me know in the comments, and I can continue doing more comparison type of reviews for you guys. Otherwise, if you actually take a little trip over to my collection video, watch it through, and any of the fragrances that you're interested in seeing a more in-depth review of, let me know, and I will definitely try to do that for you guys. Other than that, I hope you guys have a good one.